Freestyle Friday was extra poppin'. Hez was on a super spree. At this time, I think it was like Avalanche or somebody fucking that was on a battle spree, and they had a casting out there in New York, like type shit. You know, everybody, best rapper, you think you're the best rapper, come out to the studio and, you know what I'm saying, battle rap and get on Freestyle Friday. So, you know, I went up there with the whole, you know, my whole squad went up there, but I was the one that was gonna rep. I was the one that was freestyle battling the most. And we get out there and the line is thick, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I thought it was like a few hundred heads. And then, you know, we see Free out there and funny members and shit. The shit were like, Free is short as fuck, but it was just dope that all these people, celebs, were just popping out of nowhere and shit. Like, alright, shit's about to go down and shit. You know, niggas is battling in the crowd. I was just waiting, you know what I'm saying? And you couldn't even be in the line if you didn't rap. It was me, my brother, my cousin, and mad other heads, you know what I'm saying? And all the niggas that we drove up there with, so they're like, fuck it, we gonna rap too. So everybody's like, yo, we just gonna all battle then in this thing, you know, and see how it plays out. Like, they pair up heads to freestyle battle. That's all it was about. Waiting a long ass line, people are, I swear, freestyling all through all the parts, through the line outside, inside the hallway, into the waiting room. And then they call you 10 at a time. And then they call 10 of us up, and then, you know, they bring us in this office with mad cameras and shit, and then, you know, it's Freeze there and fucking a few other judges from the show and shit, like cast members that weren't even for it. It wasn't AJ or nothing like that. So anyways, but this is when that was popping though. And then, you know, they put heads to battle, and I guess in the group before mine, they took my brother, my cousin, they took like a few heads that I knew and shit. That was the funniest group I wish I saw. But anyways, in my group was one of my homies, Frank Grimes, and then they ended up putting us against each other, and I had to kill him. I killed him super bad. Yeah, I destroyed him so bad. I'm sorry, Grimes, you're my nigga. And then they were like, you know, they never seen a nigga rap. Like, you could tell that whole day up to that point, they never seen nobody freestyle like that. And they were fucking super blown away type shit. And they were like, yo, alright, you know what I'm saying? They only made you do 2 rounds, and it was just like, it was just so bad. And then, you know, after that shit, you know what I'm saying, I go outside and we're all just laughing about the shit. And then everything's real good. And then my cousin's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I had to battle. He was like, I told him he was the cream puff that seemed tough. I was like, I was thinking, got bars. Fucking, so after that shit, they hit us up. They called us back, or they called me back. And I saw a dude out there from, shout out to Garcia Vega, Mario, he was from Tampa, that he went out there too from Florida. And he was one of the people called back. And they were like, yeah, 30 people were picked out of 450 heads. So it was 450. They picked 30 of us. It was me, that dude Garcia Vega from Florida. I don't think anyone from us from Florida was out there. The rest from, I think, for like really from New York and shit, or wherever that, around that area. So anyways, we were supposed to be on the show, so they already told us, y'all gotta pick your dates, because they knew we were both from Florida. But I was like, we don't want to battle around the same time. So I was like, you know, just separate us by like 6 weeks, so we don't end up running into each other's run. You know, they let you go up to 7 weeks winning. And with nobody stopping me. Fucking, and then they're like, alright, cool, so, you know, I was first, so they're like, yeah, so call in, we're gonna call you back, let you know who you're gonna battle, who the current champ is, set it all up. They called me, everything was good, called dude back, yeah, shit kept going to voicemail. Mario was hitting me up, he's like, yeah, shit's going to voicemail too. The voicemail got full. Call up the staff in the fucking 106 building, same shit, like shit was all mad mistangled. Like, basically, you could tell they wasn't trying to really rely on heads coming from Florida all the way probably back out there. Like, every person after that they used was just so much whacker. And we were just looking at these weeks like, damn, maybe they'll call it back. And we were gonna go back up there and shit, but are they really gonna remember you and shit? They got the footage. Regardless, that shit fell through, and fucking, it was whack, because it was gonna be bodies. That's all.
So the crazy thing about that is, like, just from my perspective, everybody in Florida knew that, like, you and Matt Ills were like the top 2 dudes in the South. Like, nobody was touching y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I think at one point, like, you ascended as that top dude freestyle wise. And man, I always wondered, like, why this cat Jonny Storm never ended up on Freestyle Friday. The fact that you said it was after Avalanche battle, do you feel like, I mean, everyone has stories to where, like, oh, I almost did this, I almost did that, but you really feel like, damn, I could have been a legend, like, super early in the game and got paid $8 million to battle now.
Nah, you know, at the end of the day, I would have gone on Freestyle Friday. I would have caught mad bodies just freestyling mad dope shit, and it would have just been dope like that. They would have seen how we got down. It would have put a different staple, a different idea in your head. I mean, they obviously would have said I was just repping Providence and New England. They probably wouldn't even have mentioned the Florida part. I'd have to mention it in the raps, because they wouldn't want to see a dude that was like, I harnessed this freestyle ability in Florida, you know what I'm saying? I'll give them that. I started writing up north, but I learned how to do this shit out here, and nigga, I would have been spazzing on everybody, just catching bodies. It is what it is. It's just, I don't know who I'd have ran into, but everybody knows the course of shit.